down to the river to pray. I went down to the river.
Our Rome group is visiting Greece, and at this time the ancient town or city of Philippi. This was the place to which Paul was called in a vision and a dream to come. He received that invitation that says, "Come to Macedonia and help us." From there on, he moved on across Greece and Macedonia, preaching, declaring gospel, and also establishing the first Christian communities. Philippi is also the place where he met the first convert. Her name was Lydia. From there on, the Christian community grew in this place and around.
This prison behind us was the place where Paul was in deep troubles after he got beaten, but he was not negative, he did not complain, he rather sang the glory to God, and the prison cell and the other places were just open.
Paul took a trip by boat and he came on the coast about 15 kilometers away from here, and then walking here many hundreds of years ago, and he did what he could and what he knew best, and that was to tell people about Jesus. It talks about that God chose to save the world through this craziness of the gospel, brought him to prison, because after he was beaten and he was dragged and thrown in the prison and immobilized, he started singing. It was midnight and he was singing with Paul and Silas, and I keep wondering, what would you do, what would I do if we were through this? So being here, these are my thoughts, because now I'm well fed and I'm comfortable. Still my singing doesn't shake the earth and the ground like it happened then. It's a good thing to keep in mind, and that's what I take from here.
This was, as the Latins would call it, this was the forum of the city. There were the other buildings with other rooms, the ambulance, the notarius. 1913 was the first time that archaeologists from France came here and discovered actually only those two pillars over there that you can see under the construction, because everything else was just covered here with the mud and the water.
So our team arrived to a special place. It's the place where Paul met Lydia. She was the first person that Paul talked when he arrived here in Philippi. He traveled and saw the city, and then on Sabbath day he came by the river to meet with people. And the first person that he met Lydia. I can imagine just sitting here by this river and Paul starting to talk with Lydia about the hope that we have in Jesus, about the new life that we have in him. And she said that she believed, and with her whole household believed in Jesus, and then they got baptized. So we were just wondering if maybe this will be the place where they also testify publicly that they following and they are believing in Jesus.
Let's go down. Oh, let's go down
Brother, let's go down to the river to pray. I went down to the river to pray.